Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Ashton Nebula, and welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't uploaded in probably a little over a week, and I do apologize for that, but I've been streaming over at twitch.tv/ActionNebula. A lot of it's been Dark Souls 2 related, some of it's been GTA 5 related. I decided to kind of go back to Twitch because I would rather highlight clips than upload them to YouTube than have, 10-hour fucking streams just sitting there on YouTube. I know I used to be like, you know what, YouTube is primarily the place I wanted to be, yada yada yada. Yes and no. YouTube is a great place to be for uploading clips and like 5 to 10 minute videos. A lot of the retention rate on YouTube um, isn't there for me much anymore, especially during streams. So when I did a multi-stream and even just doing solo streams on Twitch and on YouTube, I'd see my numbers just about the same. So it doesn't matter if I'm streaming on YouTube or if I'm streaming on Twitch. My numbers are still gonna be the same. So I'd rather go to a platform where I have a better time with producing content and getting it out there rather than being stuck on uh, behind someone's blatantly stupid policies. YouTube. But anyway, that's beside the fact. I just needed to get that out there. Recently, Linkin Park Peru, I think is a fan account or their associate account down in Peru, came up with a bracket of all of Linkin Park's lyrical songs. And here it is. Now, a little bit of backstory about myself. I'm a fucking massive Linkin Park fan. Like, if there's two bands that everybody really knows me by, well, three really. The two biggest fans, Avenged Sevenfold and Linkin Park. I was pretty much born and raised a Linkin Park fan. Like, fucking pretty much from, I don't know, second grade on, which doesn't really mean born and raised. I was a country fan to start off with, but second grade forward was, oh my god, yes, Linkin Park, Linkin Park, Linkin Park. And my friends, my best friends, could be like, can attest to this. They're like, yeah, he's a big Linkin Park fan. He sings all the lyrics. He knows how to play most of the songs on guitar, yada yada yada. So, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna fill out this bracket according to what songs I like. I've seen a lot of brackets, and a lot of them end up being between 3, 4 songs. One of them surprised the shit out of me because one of the songs that a lot of people like is just, in my opinion, absolute shit. But we'll go down this list. We'll start up in the upper right quadrant with One Step Closer and Keys to the Kingdom, and then we'll push forward. So, the first song that I'm moving forward is One Step Closer. Now, I'm just going to go 1SK because it's one of their abbreviations or abridged abbreviations back on their Reanimation album. So that's going to be about Keys of the Kingdom. Giving Up versus Rebellion. That's an obvious for Giving Up. I like a ton of Off Minutes to Midnight. I think Minutes to Midnight is probably one of their better records. I love how experimental they got, especially from Hybrid Theory and Hybrid Theory 2.0. Meteora. Meteora arguably is the best album that they have to date in terms of lyrics. But moving on to Lost in the Echo and Faint. I'm going to give this to Faint. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Faint's just one of those songs that you just know and you can just absolutely jam to. And I absolutely love it. No love lost for Lost in the Echo there though. That's one of my favorite songs off of Living Things. Until It's Gone and In My Remains. Both are Living Things songs. So Until It's Gone was good, but I prefer. I think I've heard its demo, and I preferred its demo over the actual song. So I'm gonna go with In My Remains. From the Inside, Paper Cut. I love both these songs, but I'm gonna have to go Paper Cut. Again, abridged abbreviation for the Reanimation. track. Burn It Down, talking to myself, Burn It Down, obviously. Uh, I didn't like a whole lot of One More Light, um, simply because to me they kind of went way too far out of what I was normally used to hearing them. Like I get that they had this huge electric sound to them, especially with ATS, A Thousand Suns, and even in their beginning albums, Hypothermia Meteor, there was still that like huge influence of that electric music, but to me, I think they definitely went indie pop with One More Light. Not to say that the songs are bad; they're just not my forte. Excuse me. Moving on to Lying from You, With You. Um, so the way that goes is with you, lying my way from you. No, don't turn your back now. I wanna be pushed. I gotta go with Lying from You, honestly. I see. I would rather sing and jam to Lying from You over with, Lying from You over With You. That is tongue twisting to say that. So we'll just abbreviate that LFY. Victimized over Blackout, Blackout for sure. Victimized was cool, but Blackout takes that cake easily. Shadow of the Day and Invisible. Honestly, Shadow of the Day. I remember listening to that song, and I think that was a back-to-back track with What I've Done, I believe. No, there was an interlude that led into What I've Done. I think that was the track before the interlude. But either way, it is one of their hidden gems of Minutes to Midnight, and I enjoyed a hell of a lot more than Invisible. System of the Day. Shadow of the Day. Castle of Glass, sorry for now. It's obviously Castle of Glass. Castle of Glass has a great theme to it, honestly. Though, even if it was made, for Modern Warfare Warfighter, Metal Modern Warfighter, it still has a lot of layers and a lot of great elements to it. It's probably one of the, and if not the best, off living things. One More Light, Messenger. fucking, fucking A, dude. I love both songs. One More Light is definitely uplifting. So is The Messenger. They both send out that same message of you're not alone. There's always someone out there to help you. Just reach out. It's not too late to reach out to that important person, or reach out to that counselor, or reach out to that someone. And honestly, I'm gonna go with The Messenger, and I hate to put The Messenger over One More Light, but The Messenger to me packs more of a punch, and it's probably gonna be tattooed on my arms. When life leaves us blind, love keeps us kind. So we're gonna go Messenger. We go Messenger. The little things give you away. Nobody can save you. I the little things give you away. Fucking fantastic solo at the end. I love the guitar work in that one. Nobody could save me now. Nobody could save me. It's another one of those reoccurring themes on One More Light that I think they overdid, honestly. Um, and I guess you could say I'm a bigger fan of Minutes to Midnight than I was One More Light. So we're gonna go with Little Things Give You Away. Roads and Travel, Battle Symphony. Roads and Travel. Battle Symphony and Roads and Travel are pretty close in my opinion, but Roads and Travel definitely beats out Battle Symphony. Burning the Skies, Robot Boy, Robot Boy. It was my anthem that I sung a lot back in the day when I was feeling down to myself. When I was feeling down, I was like, shit. I feel like the world's pressing against me, right? And so I didn't think I had a reason to fight. And then when I listened to Robot Boy, It goes, you say you're not gonna fight, but no one will fight for you. And you're sure you've been hurt for so long that you've got nothing left to lose. Just that beginning part. It builds up to hold on. The weight of the world will give you the strength to go. And then Chester's backing, yeah, screams, Robot Boy. Probably one of my favorites off A Thousand Suns. Though both songs are fantastic. Powerless Shop Artist, Powerless, same thing as Robot Boy. Probably one of my favorite songs off of Living Things is Powerless. And it's just that build up to the powerless. It just goes and it ascends to a new level, the next level, should I say? I'll be gone in pieces. And I won't be the one to leave this in pieces and let the light. Oh no, I'll be gone was the demo that I heard because that one was Primo, or the demo was called Primo. And tell them I couldn't help myself, and tell them I was alone. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. With Linkin Park songs, I definitely connect a lot with the lyrics. But I also connect a lot with the music. And I appreciate what both these songs do. So I'm just going to... you know what? I'm going to have to give this one to I'll Be Gone. Alright, so off the first side bracket, we got One Step, Giving Up, Faint, In My Remains, Paper Cut, Burn It Down, Lying From You, Blackout, Shadow of the Day, Castle of Glass, Messenger, The Living Things Give You Away, Roads Untraveled, Robot Boy, Pilot, and I'll Be Gone. Now the second side of the bracket. Oh my goodness gracious. I fucking hate this battle. Some of these on this right side of the bracket are like hit and miss, but some of these are just like, fuck. Why would you pit these two against each other? I really hate this first battle because both these songs are probably some of the best Linkin Park songs. Like top 5. In their top 5. In the end, Somewhere I Belong. Somewhere I Belong, I connect to a lot more. I think growing up, I didn't really have a ton of friends, and I was moving from place to place, and having that one song that you connect to, that you're looking, you're wanting to belong somewhere, but you're trying to find it, and you're also trying to like grow up in the world, trying to figure out who you are, trying to figure out what life's all about and that kind of thing. And I think Somewhere I Belong definitely resonates more with me. And I will never know myself until I do this on my own. And I will never be anything. And, just how Chester sung that and how it resonated with me puts it over in the end. Don't get me wrong, in the end, top 5 Linkin Park song, but Somewhere I Belong, definitely. Don't Stay, All for Nothing. I like both these songs. Don't Stay, is really fun to listen to from time to time, but when we're talking about, tracks that, defined albums or just made the album, both of them did that, but I think All for Nothing with Paige Hamilton from Helmet definitely edges out Don't Stay. So we're going to put AFN over that. Crawling, Easier to Run. We're putting Crawling down. It's an obvious. Runaway, Figure 9. Runaway. That's just too much fun to play on guitar. I've got some history with some of these songs too. Fifth grade, I said there were two songs that I played in my head for when I was happy and for when I was upset. New Divide being the song that I played when I was happy because one, Transformers are fucking awesome, and two, I love that song to bits and pieces. And two, Runaway being the sad song. It was Runaway and Bleed It Out. Dude, I was a depressed kid growing up. Holy shit. But, coming forward in life, Runaway didn't really resonate a whole lot, but it was still there, especially when I was down. And we've also got me learning how to play it on guitar recently, which is fucking amazing. Bleed It Out, Good Goodbye. Bleed It Out all the way. Place for My Head, No More Sorrow. Watch how the moon sits on the sky in the dark night, shining from the sun, but the sun doesn't give the moon, assuming the moon's gonna with one. Makes me, that opening rap verse, and then I wanna be in another place. I hate when you say you don't understand. You see, it's not meant to be. Just A Place for My Head was fucking fantastic, but No More Sorrow. And I'll play it too. I'll play No More Sorrow all the fucking time because No More Sorrow is just fun as hell to play. Whoop. It doesn't sound right in E standard, but you get the point. I think No More Sorrow for me definitely is the clear winner. I just like how the song is structured, and Chester screaming the thieves and hypocrites part, and the whole just do part is fucking awesome. So I'll put No More Sorrow. Looks like No Man's Sky. Guilty All the Same, Lights, Greed, Misery. I sung Gats all the fucking time back when Hunting Party came out, and I annoyed the shit out of my ex with it. That was funny as fuck. But I didn't like it. At the same time, I have a love-hate relationship with Gats, so I'm gonna go with Lies, Greed, and Misery. LGM, Waiting for the End, Wretches the King, Wretches the King. I fucking hate. I hate Waiting for the End. There's two songs that are just, in my opinion, Linkin Park's worst. Lyrically and just sound wise. And we'll hit the other one later on, but Waiting for the End. Oh my god. Waiting for the end to come, wishing I had the strength to stand. Oh, I don't know what it takes to move on. To me, the song went up like it should, but it bombed. It bombed in spots that it shouldn't have. And it's the part where it goes, sitting in an empty room. When it comes back around the second time around, it's just like, why? Why would you put it there? Why would you structure the song like that? And plus the overall sound of the song, just, ugh. It's not my favorite. Breaking the Habit, Hands Held High, Breaking the Habit. Breaking that habit all the way. I'm a big fan of Chester's. And I think with Breaking the Habit and knowing that it was about his alcohol, drug, and whatever the fuck else addictions that he had back in the Hybrid Theory Zero Meteorite Mike wrote from. I think that's pretty sweet. But at the same time, I think we all have bad habits that we're looking to break, and I think there's some of us out there more than others that are trying our hardest to break the habit, and relapses happen, and you do get in trouble sometimes, but um, as long as you're fighting to get better, fighting to break whatever habit that you have, I think that's more key. Um, and for me, breaking the habit was, doing better in school, stop being lazy with assignments, or um, starting to not be antisocial, starting to get myself out there. Because I also grew up kind of antisocial. And I'm still antisocial, but I think I've gotten better about it. But there's still a lot of bad habits that I have that I've got to break as well. So breaking the habit, you paint it on the walls because I'm the one at fault. I'll never fight again in the sevens because you keep going at something, you keep trying and trying and trying, and then when you fail, you feel like you fucked up. But the thing is, you reconcile with yourself. You say, okay, I fucked up. Let me get the fuck back up. Let me break this habit. What I've done, the catalyst. This one hurts. I love both these songs. That's a great song. About just from the music video about what humans have done to like planet Earth, but also at the same time it can reflect like a personal problem or anything. You're at the stage of acceptance with what I've done. You're trying to say, okay, I fucked up. Let me try to figure out how I fucked up and how I can correct my path. And I think that's a great thing about what I've done, because we see the whole story of the video go from, holy shit, humanity's fucked up. And then it plays in reverse to saying, we can stop this, but we've got to admit the problem and we've got to come together to solve that problem. And at the same way, you can do that at a personal level. The Catalyst, probably A Thousand Suns' greatest song. Between A Thousand Suns and Iridescent, The Catalyst is definitely up there. And I think The Catalyst also ranks within the top 5. What I've done as well. I think the top 5 with Linkin Park songs, In the End Somewhere I Belong, What I've Done, The Catalyst, and Numb. Crawling is, in my opinion, is just outside that. And I think it's a close fifth with what I've done. So, I'm going to put The Catalyst down. Because I love the overall theme of The Catalyst. I love how The Catalyst sounds. And I love, just the whole... When I close my eyes tonight to symphonies of blinding light. Name another singer that could fucking scream in water. Or sing in water. Pushing Me Away, A Line in the Sand. I've lied to you the same way that I always do. No, that's not Pushing Me Away. No, it's not Pushing Me Away. Pushing me away. Yeah, no, that is. Album ender for Hybrid Theory, I think. No, With You. Fuck, what the hell was the album ender for Hybrid Theory? I need to look this up. Hybrid Theory. Yeah, With You. With You, I think, was the under, right? No, With You was was a third track. Pushing Me Away was the album ender. Okay. That's what I thought. Pushing Me Away is a great song. And I love how they did it acoustically. A Line in the Sand wasn't bad. I think it was one of the better songs off the Hunting Party. And I loved when they brought the drums in. And when the whole build up to Chester's part came. But Pushing Me Away definitely has just that better oomph to it over A Line in the Sand. So we're going to put Pushing Me Away. Points of authority, When They Come For Me, When They Come For Me. I just love how When They Come For Me sounds, and it's just so much like a don't fuck with me song. Numb and Heavy, Numb. There's no doubt. Leave Out All the Rest, Iridescent. Both songs strike a similar vibe to them. I love both music videos. I'm a bigger fan of Leave Out All the Rest music video because space. Iridescent is definitely spacey theme because Transformers. And it definitely has that build up of lift me up, let me go, lift me up, let me go, lift me up. You know, just that whole... Oh, no, that's the Catalyst, isn't it? No, that was the Catalyst. Oh, my God. I'm losing my mind. Holy shit. I got that wrong. Do you feel cold and lost in desperation? Build up hope of failures, all you... Let it go. Yeah, no, it's Let It Go instead of Lift Me Up, Let Me Go. Both are really similar. I know the Catalyst was the last track, right? Second, the last track or the last track? Because Iridescent was kind of the hidden track on the album. Fuck me, man. Wow. It's been a minute since I've listened to that song. Either of these songs, really. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go with Iridescent. Iridescent definitely has that better feel to it. Well, Iridescent, Wasteland's Final Masquerade. Final Masquerade. All I ever wanted, secrets that you keep. I didn't like Wastelands. The guitar sound in Wastelands was just shit to me. Ugh. By Myself, War. War is the other song that I was referring to earlier when I was talking about waiting for the end. That was Linkin Park's attempt at like a punk song, and it bombed. I don't like War at all. So I'm gonna go with By Myself. Alright, so furthering on in the bracket, now we're coming up at about a half an hour into this video. One Step Closer and Giving Up. I'm going to give it to One Step Closer. Just because of the whole... Not to give the 17-second scream away for Giving Up. There's something about One Step Closer that's just iconic. That, you just know it when you hear it. I know it's a shorter song, but when you hear that, and then the part where it goes, shut up when I'm talking to you, just iconic, and I fucking love everything about that. Faint in My Remains, faint, all the way faint. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I wish they would have had more orchestra to some of their songs. Because I know there was a synth pad, and I don't think they added violins to it, but if they would have added violins and made it more orchestral sounding, I think Faint would definitely be a top 5. Definitely. Paper Cut, Burn It Down. I love Paper Cut, don't get me wrong. first track off Hybrid Theory, though. You know, and the whole music video is fucking awesome. Burn It Down, great music video. Love the song. Love the part where, love Mike's rapping part. Just don't know where it goes. Told me yes, you held me high, and I believe when you told that lie. I played soldier, you played king. Struck me down when I kissed that ring. You lost that right to hold that crown. Built you up, but you let me down. So when you fall, you know, just that whole verse, and then the whole 3D music video was fucking awesome. I remember watching that on a 3DS. But honestly, Paper Cut wins this one out, but not by much. Lying From You and Blackout. Honestly, Blackout. I'm gonna go with Blackout because just the ending of the song was great. And I remember playing FIFA, and the song was in FIFA. I forget which FIFA it was, but you know, the part where it just goes, floating on, you pass us in the night, the future gazes by, in sheets of paper white, and floating down. You know, just that whole ending to Blackout was amazing. And even Chester's screaming in Blackout was awesome, but I think Mike's part definitely made Blackout amazing. Shadow of the Day, Castle of Glass. Castle of Glass. Castle of Glass is phenomenal song over Shadow. Messenger, Little Things Give You Away. Again, okay, so when I heard Little Things Give You Away, there's parts in the chorus that reminded me of Hurricane Katrina, right? Or like any hurricane. So, let me get the song. Water gray through the window, up the stairs, chilling rain like an ocean everywhere. Don't wanna reach for me, do you? Mean nothing to you. Little things give you away, and now there will be no mistaking. My levees are breaking. You know, the whole levees are breaking is definitely a New Orleans type thing. Because if you remember back in 2005, hearing on the news, if you were alive for that, you definitely know about Katrina and how the levees broke and the entire fucking city flooded. I remember seeing horrifying fucking images of that. You know, I was looking down one of the streets that were broadcasting. It looked like it was 10 feet underwater. I remember images of the Superdome down there just packed full of refugees and people on top of roofs getting rescued. It was just a terrible fucking scene to look at. I you know, it's one of the things that growing up you don't forget. And when you hear a song like Little Things Give You Away, some of the lyrics are just like, oh my god, definitely relates to that. But you know, Little Things That Give You Away is also, you know, your disdain for someone, your distaste for someone. You know, you could be like, I've known this person for a long time, but they kind of backstab me. And you know, you've known this person for a while, and small things, you know, little things that you notice about them are like, I know your intentions, don't do it. And the whole solo aspect of that song is just fucking great. As I said earlier, The Messenger. I learned how to play this song on guitar. I learned how to play both on guitar, but The Messenger. Let's talk about that one for another second. One of my favorite acoustic songs by Linkin Park. And it's just Chester and the guitar, really. And the thing that I like about it the most is, you know, not only the message it portrays, but it just sounds so good. You know, Even the opening lyrics, it goes, "When you think you're alone, cut off from this cruel world, your instincts telling you to run. Listen to your heart, those angel voices. They'll be bringing you back home when life leaves us blind. Love keeps us kind, keeps us kind." And then, Mike's piano kicks in, and just both songs are fucking awesome. But honestly, I'm gonna have to put Messenger through just because of how much I love to connect to it, but just of how simplistic it is. The next song, Roads and Travel, Robot Boy. Roads and Travel. Um, Weep not the roads untraveled. Weep not for sights unseen. I remember Mike cutting out a part of the song when they were celebrating Chester's life after Chester passed. And it was, may your love. No, hold on. Let me look up the lyric real quick because there's something about that he cut out. I swear there was a give up your heart left broken and let that mistake pass on. And this is the part he cut out. 'Cause the love that you lost wasn't worth what it cost, and in time you'll be glad it's gone. I think what he does now is he sings the ending verse twice. Because that middle verse, I think, has a lot of pain in it. And just, But the song itself is fantastic. But I'm going to have to put Robot Boy through. Just the whole, piano part. The da, da 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 da, da 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 da, da da da, dun dun dun, dun dun, dun dun dun. And then they, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then it just proceeds through the rest of the song, and I can't tell you how much I love that song. Powerless and I'll Be Gone. Powerless. Don't get me wrong, I love I'll Be Gone, but Powerless for me takes that cake easy. Alright, other half of the bracket. The one that's more painful than the other part. Somewhere I Belong, All for Nothing. Somewhere I Belong. Definitely Somewhere I Belong. Crawling and Runaway. Oh no. I fucking love both these songs. I love both these songs to death, and both songs are pretty fucking iconic. But I think I gotta give this to Runaway. I heard a Russian version of this song by I Mori, and I can pull it up for you guys if you guys really want to listen to it. And she sings this song entirely in Russian, and it gave me a new respect for the song. Yeah, it's right here. I don't want to play any of the song, just copyright, but if you guys get the chance, look up this artist's name and click on this video. It's amazing. Runaway. Bleed It Out, No More Sorrow. I'm gonna have to give this one to No More Sorrow. I love Bleed It Out, and I think it is probably one of the best songs off Minutes to Midnight. I don't know. There's something about No More Sorrow that makes it better than Bleed It Out, in my opinion. I can't really nail it. Whether it's the whole intro verse, because, Bleed It Out's simple. Bleed It Out is just. It's not heavy, it's just pretty much. And then, of course, Mike's verses. But all that is a simple guitar layering, and then the drums kick in the second verse. You go. I love it for its simplicity, but at the same time, I don't like it lyrically. Not over No More Sorrow. Light Screen Misery, Wretches the King, Wretches and Kings. Still unload, final blow. Filthy animals beat them low. Skin and bone, black and blue. Okay, so at the beginning of Wretches and King, there is a snippet of someone protesting something for school. Hold on. Intro to Wrenches and Kings. Yes. Hold on. Right, Mario Savio in Berkeley Free Speech Movement. So that's a pretty interesting thing. So the whole thing, the whole lyric behind it is: there's a time when the operation of the machine becomes so odious, makes you so sick at heart that you can't take part, that you can't even passively take part. You've got to put your hands upon the levers, upon the gears, upon all the apparatus, and you got to make it stop. And they cut it off right there, but the rest of the part goes, and you've got to, and then it continues, and you've got to indicate to the people, run it to the people on it. And then unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all. So it's pretty much like, free speech. Let us have our opinion here. The system isn't going to fuck with me. I'm going to say what I want to say. And throughout the lyrics, you could kind of see that in it, coming up with ideas of free speech and how to present your ideas, but you're not gonna fucking back down from what you gotta say. And I think that's what makes Wretched and King so good. But also, bass boost that shit, and you'll rock all the rust off your car. Just the way that song is constructed is just like, you hear the bass and it goes boom. It's fucking wicked. Breaking the Habit over the Catalyst. Breaking the Habit. Breaking the Habit resonates more with me than the Catalyst does. Both songs are great. I love both the music videos. Even though there's more of a rock influence in the Catalyst, there's definitely something special about Breaking the Habit that I can connect to personally. Pushing Me Away and When They Come For Me. When They Come For Me is definitely that Don't Fuck With Me song. Pushing Me Away is that getting away from a bad situation song. Or an abusive relationship, or a abusive relationship with something or someone song. I think I'm going to go with When They Come For Me, just because I love how that song is sounding, and I love how some of the Mike's rapping and the verses are. Next song, Numb and Iridescent. That's a tough one. I fucking hate this one. I only fucking hate this one because I feel like I'd get a lot of hate if I put down Iridescent, but I could also get a lot of hate if I put down Numb. Numb and Iridescent are two songs the same, but the two songs are different. Numb is Linkin Park's most viewed video of all time, and it's like over 1.5 billion views. But I think Iridescent deserves more views than what it has right now, and it deserves more listens than what it has right now. Iridescent has that special something. Um, and I feel like if Iridescent was made during, the early 2000s, back when all the pop punk kids and all the scene emo kids were fucking rocking around, I think both songs would definitely be together, one and the same. But during that era, it had the fucking looks and how a lot of people connected to it. Um, and I get Numb is can revert back to like Somewhere I Belong or Runaway, but I'm gonna have to give this one to Iridescent. Iridescent just has that something to it that I love listening to. Final Masquerade over By Myself, Final Masquerade. I'm not gonna get much more into that. Okay, so now we're coming down to the final 16, and we're 46 minutes into the recording. uh, we're gonna have to speed this up just a little bit. One Step Closer, Faint. One Step Closer. I think just how that song is. Paper Cut, Blackout. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Blackout. Classic Glass, Messenger. I think the Messenger definitely beats out Classic Glass, and I think it's definitely one of their songs that flew under the radar. Robot Boy, Powerless. Oh, this one sucks ass because both these songs are just one of those fight songs. Honestly, Robot Boy. Robot Boy gets that one easily. Gets that one, but it's stupid close. And almost too close to call. Like, if I could split vote, I'd split vote. Somewhere I Belong, Run Away, Somewhere I Belong. And I will never know myself until I do this on my own. No More Sorrow over Wrenches and Kings. No More Sorrow. Breaking the Habit over When They Come For Me. Breaking the Habit. Iridescent over Final Masquerade. So right now I have one Hybrid Theory song. Shit. 4 Thousand Sun songs. 2 Meteora songs and 1 Minutes to Midnight song, which is kind of interesting. We'll go over that more toward the end of the video. One Step Closer, Blackout. One Step Closer. Messenger, Robot Boy, Messenger. Oh, this bracket's gonna suck. Oh, Breaking the Habit, or no, let's go. Oh, No More Sorrow, Somewhere I Belong. I'm gonna put Somewhere I Belong. That officially knocks out Minutes to Midnight. And this one's pretty much to knock out Meteora. Or no, Meteora still in this one, but pretty much. Let's see which one survives. Honestly, Breaking the Habit. I fucking love that song. Not to take that special something away from Iridescent, because it does fall within like the top fucking 8. I'm gonna put Breaking the Habit in the final 4. Okay, final 4. Final 4. Who am I gonna? Ugh. This kind of divides me. I love One Step Closer, but I also love The Messenger. But in terms of, what I feel Linkin Park is about, where I discovered Linkin Park and just how much I love this band, and how much of a fucking metalhead I became because of like Linkin Park. I'm gonna have to put One Step Closer in there. So One Step Closer versus Somewhere I Belong and Breaking the Habit. Again, Somewhere I Belong, I I love the song to death. And I assume you guys know which between the two that I'm gonna pick here, and it's Somewhere I Belong. And I think, just carrying that whole theme of what I said, it just makes sense for me to say this. Because I still feel like I'm trying to find that special somewhere. And it forever will resonate. Forever will resonate with me for being that one Linkin Park song that's just like, this is Linkin Park to me. This is my all-time favorite song by them. This is where I'm at. Okay, so Somewhere I Belong is my personal favorite. Let me just write some here. Oh, son of a bitch. Here. There we go. Okay. So, let's go back to what I was saying about the albums. Which is kind of interesting that I'm seeing a lot of A Thousand Suns and even a lot of Thousand Suns in a lot of other people's polls. There's there's a lot of like mixed variety of Linkin Park fans, right? You've got the old school fans that are Meteora hybrid theory driven, and then you've got the newer guys that are more prone toward living things and One More Light, which is all fine and dandy. Everybody has their own opinion on Linkin Park songs. I find it interesting that more times than not, A Thousand Suns happens to be within someone's top four or within someone's top eight. You know, I think A Thousand Suns, if we were to rank Linkin Park records, would be the best record that they've ever made. And that sounds controversial, I know, but when we're talking about what Linkin Park led into, what they've created up into, what they evolved into, A Thousand Suns blended a lot of that old school Linkin Park with a lot of the newer stuff, but they also added shit that was wild. But at least then it was. A lot of experimental stuff that I wish they would have continued on with. A Thousand Suns had a fucking theme to it. It wasn't like a hodgepodge of songs that, define us like Hybrid Theory was, or songs that had to do with personal struggles, like Meteora, or songs that had to do with political events, or writing a song 5,000 fucking times because you couldn't get the verse right, like um, Minutes to Midnight. But when you got to A Thousand Suns, there was a theme, there was a theme of, there was a climax to, you know, a point where it's just like, holy fucking shit, things are bad. Things are really fucking bad. And then it resolves itself in the end, saying, shit might be bad now, but in time, we'll get to a point where if we stay together, it'll be all right. And A Thousand Suns to me is kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of, or an apocalyptic album, and then going into Living Things is the post-apocalypse, right? So those two albums can kind of mirror each other in a way, but just how A Thousand Suns was structured, how A Thousand Suns was built, in my opinion, makes it the best Linkin Park album to date. And it's not to take away from the first or the last. It's just when you think Linkin Park, you're gonna think three albums mainly. You're gonna think Meteora, Hybrid Theory, and surprisingly, I think a lot of people don't realize this, A Thousand Suns, and I think A Thousand Suns is slept on. Um, I think a lot more people should definitely listen to A Thousand Suns and kind of like open their mind to it, you know? And whether you're listening to songs like Iridescent, The Catalyst, or even an interlude song like Fallout, you know? Because it's almost like a sequence of events. So that's at least where I'm trying to get with that. I appreciate you guys for watching this almost hour long video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Follow me on twitch.tv/Nebula. Subscribe for more content. We'll see you later. Adios.